Hello. So I'm a goof and I forgot to talk about this. So for those of you interested, I did do a reading back in 2020. I believe it was, yes. And I wrote down the cards they got. I'm going to go ahead and read that. Let me see. Do I have anything else here? Okay, that's on my rituals. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read this. I'm like, what all do I have in here? I'll leave those there for now. I'm going to go ahead and read this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see my handwriting, but this was a channeling that I did in 2020, shortly after the outbreak got bad of corona here in the United States. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. You guys can take it if it makes sense. I never shared it because I was frankly too scared of the judgment. With being an intuitive person, a lot of people are going to think you are crazy. A lot of people are going to hate you. You are going to get a lot of naysayers. So I just didn't share because I wanted to avoid conflict. So hopefully I will make a habit of expressing what messages I receive to the public. I am being called to do that, so I will do my best to overcome any issues, any fear that I have with that. So let's go ahead and read. Coronavirus is something that will poison us for centuries, but it is meant to bring forth the star-born children. Like you, this virus is a bridge, crossing over the tragedies needed, the poison that will create much darkness. But from that darkness, from that void will come the light. The dawning of a new age. The age of the star-born. I wrote balance. Corona is the crown for the wicked to die. She is the poison crown. I'll explain more on this channeling here in a second, okay? Yes, the cracks have always been there. There is no fixing the broken systems, broken governments. But there is death because we pretended the cracks weren't there. So she is taking those who blindly followed her into the depths, the dazed who chose not to wake up. The sharp blade is used to cut the rot from our society before it spreads further. We will lose healthy roots to the rot. The most we can do is cut it before it destroys everything. The poison crown serves to wake us from our slumber. It asks us to pave the way forward. The poison crown is to remind us where we come from. It is a call to find our way through the darkness. She is the dark night of the soul. She will lead us to alignment. Corona is our paradigm shift. And she did not come gently, nor will she leave gently. Now, I want you guys to understand, I did not share this because that to me feels very controversial, because there were people dying and still are dying of coronavirus complications. And this was not me trying to minimize or treat their passing as some sort of necessity, like they were martyrs or anything like that, or like they're unworthy and that's why. None of that. The death is more speaking on the need for our society to crumble, for our systems, our government to crumble. And the truth is, right now, currently our government is trying to use, if they weren't the ones to create it, because I'm a very free thinker, let's put it that way. I'm a very free thinker, and I believe that this isn't just some willy-nilly virus. Like it's not something natural, let's just put it that way. It's not natural, and I believe that it was all deliberate. Okay? I believe that it was all deliberate. Everything that is going on is still very much deliberate. And, you know, I understand that a lot of people are going to disagree with me, which is fine. You're entitled to your opinion. However, I'm merely stating mine on my platform. If you do not like that, if you do not agree with me, that is fine. But don't come in here arguing with me. I'm not going to tolerate people mocking my beliefs. That is not what we do. Open my mind. Sure, that's fine. If you come respectfully with the way that you wish to debate things, that is fine. I am completely open to that. But please do not be disrespectful. I am not being disrespectful. I am trying to honor everything that I say is out of respect. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that. Now, I do believe that it is an engineered virus. It's not natural. And I do believe that everything that's going on with vaccines is for profit. You know, our governments have always really been working against us. That's nothing new. That's nothing new, and many people don't understand that. Okay, and that is why Corona has been so bad. Okay? It's been so bad because we have pretended that our governments are for us when they're really not. They're for themselves, and that's all it is at the end of the day, is just our governments being for themselves. And I want you guys to understand that that is my standpoint. That is where I have always stood. I don't believe that our systems are meant to work with us or for us. They are meant to use us and work against us because, you know, a lot of people think that, oh, well, because we have democracy or because we have, you know, this form of government, that form of government, our government is good because, you know, they're not killing us off. Like, no, they're basically enslaving you with capitalism. Look at the family dynamics that currently exist in our system. Why are they the way they are? Why is the patriarchy the way it is? Because it works. Because it's what makes money. Okay? Think about that. People have families. They separate. So now you have two households trying to make ends meet for the children. Okay? Or, you know, one household, like one parent just leaves. And then you have the other parent trying to make ends meet for their kids. Regardless, you have two parents working now instead of one. Right? Think about that. Why is it that families no longer have power? The tree comes out as I say that. Why is it that families no longer have power? Because capitalism, because the system's using unity against us. Because the thing is, family is the only thing that is going to help us. Soul ties, soul family, right? They're meant to help us, to aid us in our mission. Now, I don't know if this is relevant to what I'm talking about, but we will see. House. The way the system is set up, it's set up in a way where we want people to have families. Okay, because what does that mean? Well, it means they have to work harder. It means that they will be more likely to sacrifice for their children, right? They'll cater to our businesses. They won't see that we're deceiving them. All for what? All to be able to create forward movement for their household. Okay? For their families. A father provides. right? For his children. He allows his judgment to be clouded. Okay? And he does all this out of love. In controlling families. In creating a system built on the back of man. His cross to bear is his ancestry, is his household, his children, using that love, that purity within man for business, to deceive him. That is what patriarchy is about. That is what our governments are about. Because at the end of the day, it's just business. So you mean to tell me that this system is working? That this system doesn't need changing? See, the thing is, when you take a man, right? You take a man and you strip him of his love, of his abundance. You give him a woman that is hard on him, that can't see him, that only adds to his stress. All of this is between him and his woman. What's going to happen? Obstacles. That's the key to getting them to separate. Key to destroying their happiness, their community. Basically poisoning the family, ending it, right? Ending the marriage. Ending a possibility of them having more children in the future, right? Of the purity of their union. You make them choose between love, right? Messages of love, their children. You make them uncertain. Do I want to say all this? You make them seek love elsewhere. Because what they're looking for at the end of the day is loyalty, dedication. Why am I losing the word? Devotion, an anchor, faith. I love how this is laid out. They're looking to be understood, to be seen. So they look in multiple women because the one that they actually wanted couldn't understand them, couldn't see them, couldn't love them, couldn't see their efforts, couldn't help them. So you create this dynamic where the family is divided. Because at the end of the day, the children still need to be fed. They still need to be loved and nurtured. But now you have more people working for less money, working harder for less money, giving less love, giving less patience. What does this do? This creates children who have an obsession with money, who have an obsession with stability, because that is all they knew to be loved from their parents. Because all their parents could do is work to make ends meet. So then what do they do to show love? Work to make ends meet. Do you see the problem with the system? Do you see the problem with everything? I know I've gone off on a horrible tangent, like a very terribly long tangent, but I just wanted to really drive that message home, you guys. Our governments need to break. Our systems need to break. Why do we need systems like this in place that are hurting our families, that are traumatizing our children? How many of us care about money, about stability? How many of us hunger for it? We become insatiable because that's what we believe to have the same energy as love. Because our parents put so much energy into working, into making finances, into making the stability in the home, that we grew to see that as love. That is the energy we see as love. That is why women look for a man with the biggest wallet. That is why men look for the woman that is not only going to be the mother of the household, but she is also going to contribute, because that is what their mothers did. They contributed as much as possible to the point where they were bending over backwards until they broke. That is the system currently in place. So you mean to sit there and tell me that this wasn't meant to happen? That we weren't meant to see these fault lines? We need to patch up these cracks. No. We need to destroy it and start with a fresh foundation all together. It needs to crack. And for those of you that are attuned to the light, I invite you, watch the movie Encanto on Disney Plus. I know that sounds so random, but the fault lines, the foundation, the family, the household, it will all resonate. Just watch. Green? Let me tell you guys something about the color green. Green is of the heart. Green? Money isn't energy. Like, money is merely used to pay you for your energy. What's the most important energy of all? It's your heart. It's your love, your kindness. If love is the highest vibration, then why do you think money is green for the most part? I mean, I know in different countries it's different colors, but I mean, the US being one of the biggest, biggest pushers of capitalism, spoon-feed capitalism from the time our children are born. Our money is green. The heart. There's a lot of healing we need to do. And corona in Spanish, it means crown. It is a feminine noun. Corona. What's a crown do? What's it for? It's for a king, a queen, for leadership. Corona is meant to kill the head, the poisoned crown. You guys don't understand that, do you? It's not. They're trying to profit off of it, of course. Of course they are. But Divine Feminine, Mother Earth, always takes herself back. The Divine Feminine has both dark and light. And Corona, she has been the dark feminine, and she is taking herself back. And no amount of these companies trying to profit off of her are going to be able to do anything about it. I wasn't going to do this, but I have to know. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, a quick short read. They said don't take this, but it is piggybacking off of the other reading. So that was about COVID. Good to know. The venom. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, universe, God, benevolent energies, the universe. What messages do we have about coronavirus? What can you tell us about COVID? Hang on. No reversals? I don't know why I keep hearing into the thick of it. Like this. What is she but a snake? When does a rainbow come out? After a storm, right? Right now, we're in the eye. We're in the eye. What does that mean, guys? We're in the eye of the storm. Yeah, this is definitely, yeah, this is divine feminine. Yeah, this is the divine feminine energy. She's trying to keep the balance. She's trying to keep the balance. The storm is necessary. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I might channel because I started feeling... Okay. Into the eye of the storm. And the imagery coming to me is of the Bermuda Triangle. Flying in, getting lost. It's a portal. This is a portal. We're shifting. We have to stay strong through it. We're shifting. We're going on a downward spiral, a whirlpool. Why are we in this whirlpool? A change is needed. Did you want to self-destruct? Did you want this to be it? I keep hearing into the thick of it, into the thick of it. You can't see the forest from the trees. I just heard the importance of the bees. You can't see life for what it is. You can't see the beauty of the divine feminine. You've started to destroy it. You're destroying everything, the trees, the life, the earth, the animals. If you would just firmly plant yourself, get down to your knees, ear against the ground, listen to the earth, listen to the trees, you would see how much this has been needed. You would see that humanity is the plague upon the earth because you kill senselessly our life, our creation, our trees, our plants, the air we breathe. You try to put a price on it all, never quite understanding that life is precious, life is priceless. You cannot put a tag on beautiful souls. There is beauty in life, there is beauty in death, there is beauty in light and in chaos. As the divine masculine is learning balance within himself, the divine feminine is allowing herself to rebalance. She is taking herself back. She has been light. Now she must be dark. There is beauty in the destruction, for it makes the earth fertile again. Endless cycle of life and death, a continuous spiral. As the mother of all, we must honor this cycle. Where there is life, there is death. You will see it. You will continue to see it until you learn to honor your ancestors, until you learn to honor your roots with the love and respect that they deserve. You say, how could God do this? God didn't do this. This is the natural cycle of the earth. When you do not honor the light, when you do not honor the beauty, the breath of life, then you must be shown the chaos, the death. This is what's needed to sustain balance, to sustain life. You cannot know light without darkness. From this crown, from this storm, knowledge, light, tears will be shed, but this was written, this was meant. This is the sword. You do not understand the divine feminine, that Mother Earth does this to honor the balance. This is her doing us all a kindness. Okay, I just really wanted to get that through. I hope that this has been helpful, and that we continue to ascend, that we continue to understand the balance, because it is not about love and light. It is also about darkness and chaos and anger. For the opposite of love is not hate, but apathy. And when we do not care, when we do not honor our ancestors, when we do not honor divine feminine and divine masculine energy, chaos, anger, and darkness are needed to remind us how important love is, how important it is to nurture, to be kind, to move with love and with light, to honor the darkness, to honor the chaos, to not fight it, to allow it, as hard as that may be. In honoring it, we are learning to love. Anyway, I wanted to relay this message to you guys. And I want you to understand that I want to feel the fear and do it anyway. That even if I'm scared of what being open means, an open channel of relaying this information, because none of this information is mine, none of this knowledge is mine. I am merely a vessel, I am merely a channel, I am merely a translator for this information. I have been afraid to do this for so long. I've been afraid of my path since I was a kid, because I understand that with it comes so much abundance, so many blessings, so much understanding, but also a lot of chaos, a lot of change, a lot of death, a lot of people that will not like me and that will wish ill upon me. But I know that I am protected. I know that I am divine. I know that I have been gifted, blessed, not chosen, gifted and blessed, should I choose this path? For at the end of the day, our biggest blessing is choice. So, my lovely little mothlings, come out of your cocoons and choose wisely. And every choice that you make, be it with wisdom, but also full of love, full of consideration for the balance of life and death, of love. I leave you with this last message. Thank you so much for watching wherever and whenever it is that you have watched. Thank you.